This is an introduction to the first chapter of the book Export and Import: Winning in the Global Marketplace. You can obtain more information by visiting our website www.exportpro.com. This introductory is to give you a broad view of today's and tomorrow's markets and what you can expect from the book. Each chapter contains more details on each subject. You read the newspapers, watch TV, and see many fancy words. What do they mean, and what do they mean to you? If you do business on the domestic market or the international, you will experience fast changes. How can you keep up what is happening and learn how to deal with the changes? My book will teach you that. The market has changed considerably in the last 10 years, and change is accelerating. Yesterday's customers are different from today and will change even more in the future. You have to plan accordingly. Borders are opening up, trade is freer, competition is tougher. You have to prepare and adapt. Industrial nations are losing their importance, and emerging nations are the markets of the future. The developed nations are the industrial countries like USA, France, and Japan. The emerging countries are the before less developed countries, but now fast growing and responsible for the major part of growth of GDP. Countries like China, Brazil, and Korea. We still have countries that has not come up in speed. The frontier countries like old Eastern European bloc. Economic development in industrial nations is stagnating. Population growth is low and even negative, and with more people in the older age groups not working. The emerging markets have a rapidly increasing population, growing middle class, and a very young population. A large percentage of them are working age. It means that your future customers are in new places and your future competitors are from new markets. Emerging markets will account for almost all future growth in GDP. As their salaries and wages increase, so will the demand for consumer goods. They will be an increasing part of the world's consumers. About half of the world's population live in small, concentrated areas in Asia. That means less cost for transport and transport between them. The trade from west to east will have a disadvantage. Many companies are nervous about getting into the international markets. Is it complicated? Not is it is about common sense. My book will teach you what is needed and how you can succeed. Going global requires teamwork. All your staff members have to be involved. If you have people from different cultures and countries and with different language skills, you have an extra advantage. You read newspapers and watch TV and obtain some information, but it's often incomplete. You have to get the more clear picture before you select your market. We will teach you how to do that. Don't make the same mistakes as others. Take advice from experienced business people. We're including lots of examples. You have to be open-minded. Things are not like at home. You have to realize that the way of doing business around the world is not the same as you're used to. It is not the product or service you offer that is most important. It's that you understand your foreign partner, customer, and distributor and how they conduct business. Having the best product does not guarantee success. Your well-prepared, educated staff with a positive attitude and open mind are important. Building relationships and good customer service are also important factors. Your product or service may have to be adapted to the foreign user. Learn about a new country you are entering before you approach them. How do they conduct business? Are the titles and age important? Are you supposed to give gifts? Those are only some of the questions you need to answer. We will give examples on how to find the answers. The preparations you do before are very important than your first contact with your clients. Make sure you understand the market. A visit gives a better understanding because you will see with your own eyes. Get advice from people with experience from that specific country. You have to adapt, not your clients. Your shipping department will not understand the risk for damaged goods, mold, rust, etc. if they do not know where the goods are going and how it will be handled on the way. You can save a lot of money packing right and using boxes with right sizes and quality. Your activity on the international market will be long-term commitment. You have to take the time at the start to get it right. Your domestic market is not safe anymore. Competition is worldwide and communications and transport are fast, whether by phone, internet, air or by sea. The world market is open for competition. If you are conducting business on many markets, you will meet and see your competitors and be better prepared when they approach your domestic market. Relationships are important. Relationship building is therefore important. In some countries, it can take a long time, which means it could take several trips before you even can talk business. International business is not complicated. Use common sense and be open to changing your way of conducting business. We take it step by step with many real-life examples. We let you practice and learn so you know you can do it on your own. Conducting international business is not complicated. We won't use fancy words, just plain language. You have to have an open mind to succeed. We share with you more than 45 years of practical experience, both success stories and mistakes. There are hundreds of examples in the book to help you to understand each topic. The examples I share are real. They have been used around the world by both small companies as well as some of the largest international companies. You can use the practical lessons in your own business. With that as a base, you could fly on your own. I've given you some samples of this chapter. If you do not have the book yet, you can read this chapter on our website, www.exportpro.com. Click Look Inside. You will see the full information to the book, reading instructions, table of content, and the first page of each chapter. There is plenty of other useful information on our website, like articles, videos, question and answer, seminars and workshops, and an extensive list of useful links. You can also search for specific topics in the search area, like cash against document, currency, etc. And we'll give you a number of sources for those. I hope you got some ideas what is covered in the introduction chapter of my book. The other chapters have more detailed information on each subject. Good luck in your international business. Please remember, international business is not only export, but a two-way trade, including importing, joint venture, licensing, and much more. Visit our website, www.exportpro.com, for more information.